others to make judgments over the long term on the validity of the process. Taking these talks, there's obviously difficult issues that have to be worked out across the negotiating table, but there has been some discussion about the need for a post-implementation force of a political settlement, and if they continue to hold fast to this position, then we may be right back where we were some weeks ago as we were some months ago, with NATO poised to take military action to enforce some decisions.
What will you appeal?
We're locked into a situation, said don't do anything now to disturb the Dayton Accords, and then what we found before it was actually signed, troops were on the way.
While our European allies would contribute the great majority of troops to any NATO ground force, the Kosovar Albanians have already indicated to us very clearly that their willingness to accept an interim political settlement may well depend on the presence of U.S. troops in the NATO force. Secondly, as I indicated earlier, NATO's credibility.
Several key allies have already indicated publicly that if there is an agreement, they will provide the bulk of the ground forces for a NATO force. But they have also said that they expect that the United States would also participate with ground troops. And because the United States as well as European interests are at stake, we have to give careful consideration to such participation.
Frankly, they don't want to be policemen to the world. They want to join.
Secretary Slocum made.
And the policy and the future policy described by you, Mr. Pickering, seems to be rather schizophrenic. And I believe it's destined to fail. And it's leading us, obviously, into another long-term military commitment with no exit policy.
Clearly working to change the status quo in very serious ways, and